Hello students, how are you all? I hope so you all are fine. Now kids, today in chapter number 4 of session number 5, I am going to explain about where do birds live. And the another topic is all about caring of their young ones. Right? So these are the 2 points that I am going to cover in today's session. Right? So today is the last session of the chapter, right? What I explained you in other 4 sessions, I explained you about body parts of a bird. There are so many body parts of a bird are there, like head, beak, wings, eye, leg, tail, right? Then after I explained you about how does a bird fly, like downstroke, upstroke, right? Then after I explained you about flightless birds and about types of feathers like flight feathers, down feathers and body feathers, right? Then I explained about there are so many different types of beaks are there, right? Then after I explained about feet and claws, right? Different animals have different shapes of beaks. The word style of beaks are also different from other birds. But naturally they are totally different, and they also have a different their feet and claws, right? So in today's session, our last topic is about where do birds live. Birds are making their nest in very different places, like nest in halls, nest in rocks, a woven nest, matlab they are woving their own nest. This is the specialty of birds, right? And then after a staged nest, it means they are staging their nest also. We people, like some people, I don't know how to stage. Even we are this much adult, right? Still we don't know, but these birds know how to stage their own nest, right? Then after nest on open ground. Open ground will be nest over there, right? So let me help you to give some information regarding nest. The birds are making their nest in different places. They need some materials to make nest, right? They need materials like twigs, leaves. There are n number of things they want, like cotton, paper, cloth, right? So many things. So birds build nest. They use twigs, grass, feathers, cotton, wool, leaves, and sometimes even mud to build their nest. The nest acts as a shelter for the birds. They consider their nest as a shelter, right? Our home is our shelter. Same as like that, birds also need shelter to live in, right? So their shelter is their own nest. They need so many things to make their own nest, right? If you have ever observed a bird, like there's something वो अपने आजू बाजू में जो चीजें होती हैं ना, they are trying to collect that thing. We are thinking that what they need for it, मतलब उनको क्या चाहिए, क्या बनाने के लिए they are collecting this kind of things. I have observed so many times कि pigeon की beak में straw होती है, कोई भी stick होती है, twigs होती है, right? So if you have observed that, that is so good. If you have not observed, then observe sometimes, okay? Now, it keeps them safe from bad weather. Even kids, if sometimes weather are like so much bad outside, right? So they also need to survive in that weather. They also need to protect themselves from that weather, right? So, but natural, they need nest to survive, right? Then after next, it protects them from their enemies. They have a different enemies like पर्टिकुलर बर्ड है देयर प्रीडेटर्स भी होते हैं उसको मारने के लिए, राइट? तो दे आल्सो नीड नेस्ट टू प्रोटेक्ट देमसेल्व्स फ्रॉम देयर एनिमीज, कि अपने दुश्मनों से वो इजीली बच सके, राइट? कि उसको कोई खा ना पाए. दैट्स व्हाई दे नीड नेस्ट. देन आफ्टर थर्ड, birds lay their eggs in nest. but naturally they need to reproduce by laying eggs. So they need a proper place to lay eggs. And if you know kids, there is one kind of a incubation periods in birds. Incubation period is a kind of a process. It is like a process when they lay eggs. After when they lay eggs, there is a process that is called incubation. Any parent bird sit on that eggs to give some warmness to that egg, right? So that process is called incubation. When when they also need to make nest to lay eggs, and that for incubation period also. Clear? Now they take care of their young ones in their nest till they are ready to fly. Yeah, but naturally they need nest to take care of their young ones कि वो जब तक उड़ ना पाए, उड़ना ना सीखे, when they won't be able to learn to fly, तब तक उनको वहाँ पे रखना है, उनकी केयर करनी है, right? For that reason also they need nest. Clear? Different birds make different kinds of nests. There are so many different birds are there. But natural, they have a different types of ability. They have a different types of things to make their nest. Even kids in class, we are so many different students are there, right? Some have a good handwriting, some have ability to do work very fast, some are very good in like to do activities. There are so many different you all are, right? Same as like that, there are so many different birds are there, and they have a different abilities to make their nest. कोई है जो ट्री के ऊपर बनाता है, some are making nest on trees, some are making nest in trees, some are making nest by stitching some materials, some are making their nest on in open ground, right? So this is the thing, right? Once their young ones grow and fly away, birds do not use their nest. Most birds make a new nest every year. Kids, most of the birds are making their new nest every year. हर एक साल में वो नया नेस्ट बनाते हैं अपने young when they made the nest after they become an adult, they are not using that same nest. They just leave that nest, and after that they just make a new nest, right? So this is a kind of a thing that we need to know about birds कि एक साल के बाद वो normally अपने nest को छोड़ देते हैं और नया nest बनाते हैं. जब तक उसको अपने nest की नीड होती है, कब तक होती है? They need to take care of their young ones. They need to help them to fly their young ones. वो fly करने में help करवानी होती है. Clear? So this is the basic things that we should know about birds. Now there are so many different types of nests are there. Let me help you to tell you. Nest in halls. A woodpecker makes a hole in a tree trunk with its beak. The hole is used as a net. See kids, woodpecker has such a hard and strong beak. Through that, it is like it makes a hole in a tree. ट्री की ट्रंक होती है, उसमें एक it makes a deep hole, and उसमें वो रहता है कि अपनी बीक से वो एक hole बनाता है. It stays there only, and it considered as a home only, right? वो अपना एक nest होता है, वो उसमें hole बनाता है और उसी में रहता है, right? Kids, I think you know woodpecker. Have you seen woodpecker? If you have not seen, I have already seen in the picture. I have already shown. Clear? Now, next. Nest in rocks. Eagles make their nest on the higher branches of all trees or on rocks. Their nests are called eyries. Kids, have you ever observed eagles? Such a huge body, right? Eagle is a normally it makes nest on higher branches of the tall trees ऑलरेडी टॉल ट्रीज होते हैं उसमें भी वो हायर ब्रांचेस सबसे ऊपर ऊंचे वाले पे वो अपना नेस्ट बनाती है और उसके नेस्ट को हम क्या बोलेंगे, एरिस बोलेंगे। क्या बोलेंगे, एरिस। Here I have shown an image of एरिस कि वो एक हायर ब्रांचेस के टॉल ट्रीज में बनाती है और वो भी रॉक्स के ऊपर, राइट। आपको दिख रहा है इमेज में किस तरह से रॉक्स में से उसने अपना होम बनाया है, वो भी हायर ब्रांचेस के सबसे टॉल वाले ट्री की हायर ब्रांचेस में। क्लियर। दो टाइप के नेस्ट होते हैं, राइट, कि एक तो वो हाई टॉल ट्रीज की हाई ब्रांचेस में बनाती है या तो फिर वो रॉक्स में बनाती है, राइट। Here I have shown both the images, right? Clear? Now next, a woven nest. A weaver bird. Kids, these name itself shows that this bird is like making their nest by weaving something, right? So their nest is called as a woven nest. A weaver bird uses grass, twigs, and leaves to weave a nest on a tree with its beak. Right? बीक के थ्रू वो अपना पूरा का पूरा नेस्ट जो होता है वो वीव करता है, राइट। The nest hangs from the branch of a tree. It pulls the grass in and out with its beak. As it weaves the nest, there is a tunnel-shaped opening for the bird to enter. Kids, have you ever seen a weaver bird's nest? वो पूरा का पूरा ग्रास से वीव करके बनाता है, राइट। एंड at the end of that nest it also makes a tunnel. So with the help of that tunnel it easily can go inside and outside, right? Clear? I hope so you understand. If you have not seen weaver bird and its nest, I have shown in image. Clear? Now a stitched nest. A tailor bird makes its nest out of large-sized leaves. It uses its beak like a needle to stitch the leaves together using cotton threads or threads from a spider's web. Kids, a stitching nest, but naturally our clothes is stitched by whom? Tailor. So but natural है कि टेलर बर्ड ही स्टिच्ड नेस्ट बनाता होगा, राइट। सो टेलर बर्ड मेक्स इट्स नेस्ट ऑन अ लार्ज साइज्ड लीव। सबसे बड़ी साइज के लीव होते हैं उसमें ही वो अपना नेस्ट बनाता है। एंड हाउ इट मेक्स इट्स नेस्ट, it uses its beak like a needle to stitch the leaves together using cotton threads or threads from a spider's web. कि उसको अगर कॉटन के थ्रेड्स मिल जाते हैं तो इट यूजेस दैट थ्रेड, अदरवाइज इट यूजेस स्पाइडर्स वेब थ्रेड, कि अदरवाइज वो स्पाइडर की वेब जो होती है उसके थ्रेड्स के यूज करता है। क्लियर? That's why it is called a tailor bird. That's why it is called a tailor bird. Clear? Now next, last one, nest on open ground. Penguins make their nest on the ground with a few stones of pebbles. Kids, you know what is pebbles? Pebbles are like the stones. Through that, penguins are making their nest. This prevents the eggs from rolling away. This also protects them from melting ice. Kids, ये जो होते हैं, why it makes their nest through that pebbles? वो pebbles का घर बनाते हैं. So with that, it also helps to prevent the eggs from the rolling away. उसके जो eggs होते हैं वो roll होके लुढ़क ना जाए, गिर ना जाए, बाहर ना चले जाए. So these pebbles nest helps to prevent eggs from the rolling away. Clear? These also protects them from melting ice because penguins are living in which place? In such a hard cold place. So, but naturally उसके eggs melt ना हो जाए through that. For that reason also it makes nest, right? Pebbles की वजह से क्या होता है कि उसको एक प्रोटेक्शन लेयर मिल जाती है, right? So clear? I hope so you understand. Where do birds live? Birds live in so many places. They are making their own nest. Someone is making their nest by stitching. Someone is making their nest by moving. Some are making their nest on rocks or else on high tall tree. Some are making their nest on open ground. Clear? So here we completed our today's first topic. Now let us begin second topic about caring of young ones. Kids, our parents are also taking care of ourselves, right? We are kids for them. हम हमारे parents के लिए बच्चे ही हैं. So what natural birds also have their young ones. They also need to protect themselves. They also need to taking care of themselves. So they need nest, right? Birds lay eggs in their nest. The mother bird sits on the eggs for some days to keep them warm. As I told you, when they lay eggs, any parent bird, mother bird or else any parent bird can sit on that eggs to give warmness to that eggs, right? That process is called incubation. This helps the baby birds to develop inside the eggs. उससे क्या होता है कि if it provides some warmness, तो it is easy to develop a baby bird inside in an egg, right? When the eggs hatch and the babies come out, they are weak and fabulous. Kids, hatching is a kind of a process कि a bird comes out from the egg after cracking the egg. That process is called hatching. कि egg होता है वो धीरे धीरे टूटने के बाद उसमें से एक बेबी बर्ड बाहर आता है, right? So after the babies come out from that hatching from that egg, they are so weak and so feathered. बट नेचुरल कि वो बहुत ही वीक होते और उसके पास feathers भी नहीं होते to fly here and there. So the parent bird feed them and protect them from enemies. Enemies are kind of a predator, yeah? कि कोई भी harmful करने वाला animal होता है उस baby bird को उससे protection मिल जाती है. Clear kids? और कोई भी if we also need food to survive, right? Same as like that. Baby birds also need some food to survive, right? So they don't know how to fly. So their parent birds help them to feed through beak. अपनी ही beak से उसको food देते खिलाते और help करते हैं. जब भी उसके wings feathers grow हो जाता है, it helps them to fly. And then after when they know how to fly, how to take care of themselves, how to how to protect their own self from their enemies. फिर उसके बाद वो उसको अपने आप छोड़ देते हैं, right? So this is called a caring of young ones regarding birds. Clear? So here we completed our session number 5. At the end of the session, I want to tell you, please kids read the whole chapter. If you find any query, again watch my video here in book or else in my video. I have shown images, videos, everything, right? So I have shared a PDF with you, right? Kids, there are few questions are there. I think this is a little bit hard for you, but if you have watched my videos very carefully, then you will know all the answers and you can write answers by your own self. Okay, so do it well, and if possible, then don't take help of your elders. Do it by your own self. Okay. So in next session, I am going to explain you textbook exercise. Okay, so in next session, keep textbook with you. See you in the next session, kids. Bye-bye.